Let's go on a hike. Let's go to the mountaintops. Let's go see the mountains show off. Let's go see where angels learn to fly. Let's go on a hike.
Fancy Pants and the crew, day 124. It is 10 minutes of 8. All packed up and ready to go. We have, I think it's 11.9, call it 12 miles to go today. We'll be climbing Roan Mountain, which is over 6,000 feet. So that'll be a interesting climb, but it's certainly not going to be, oops, I almost stepped on my poles. Certainly not going to be any worse than yesterday's hike. And not that yesterday's hike was bad, because it wasn't, but it was definitely hard. That reroute was a challenging section. So I'm going to turn the camera around. That's where we all sat and ate dinner last night. Just checking the camp spots, make sure nothing's left. And this is where my tent was. It rained really hard last night, but luckily when I got up to go to the bathroom this morning, I was able to dry my tent off enough, and it was pretty dry by the time I packed it up. So it's always nice not having to carry a wet tent. Anywho, let's get to hiking. Wanted to add one more thing real quick. So winter, I shouldn't say winter, but the cooler weather is not ready to let go yet, because right now I've got my mid layer on and my windsuit jacket and my hat and my mittens. Haven't worn all those for a while. I'm sure I'll be peeling that stuff off pretty soon, but I just don't like being cold, so I like to wear the layers that are going to keep me warm. Check in later. Yeah, one more thing, and I forgot to mention I'm back in long pants. Yep. No shorts for fancy pants today. So I noticed something kind of interesting as I'm hiking along the trail. I've seen these white violets before, but I've not seen a pink and a white flower coming from the same plant. And I actually had to touch it with my hands to see if it really was, or if it was growing up in between. But these two different colored flowers are coming from the same plant. So I don't know if anybody knows anything about that. Just kind of interesting, I thought. Let's see if I can show you. Yeah, it's just so strange. And you can clearly see that it is coming from the same stem. So kind of cool. Just thought I'd point that out. Fancy Pants and the crew, mid-morning check-in. It's about 10:30 a.m. Day is going well so far. Energy is average. I'm not moving as fast as I did yesterday, but that doesn't really matter. We have about 12 miles to do today. I think I've gone a little over three and a half. I'm not sure. Anyways, have a big climb up Roan Mountain coming up. It's going to be over 6,000 feet. And I just stopped and had a little snack break a while ago. I was hungry. Had a little meat stick with some cheese and a nut mix and a couple of Snickers bars. Good snack. Anyway, just wanted to report out, and I'm going to turn the camera around and walk for just a bit. So I started out with my windsuit jacket and my mid layer on. Well, that came off a long time ago. But when I went up to Little Rock Knob, beautiful view there, I got cold, so I put my hat and my mittens on. So kind of just constantly changing what I have on for layers just to stay warm. The sun is out right now, and I know once I start climbing again that I'll be taking something off, because climbing uphill seems to really generate the heat for me. Anyway, I would say it's a good day. No complaints. I'm not like bursting with energy, but I'm not dragging either, so that's a good thing. And I will check in with y'all later on down the trail. This is what you do when you're on your way up a mountain and you have 1,650 feet of elevation left. Over the next couple miles, you sit down and you eat food. You have a snack, snacky snack time. Cheese crackers, electrolyte mix, and then a Snickers bar. A lot of climbing left to do, just take a little break. Walking through a really cool section on the way to Ash Gap. We have one more big climb for the day, and then it will be a descent into Carver's Gap, where I plan on camping tonight. I'm not sure what Foursquare and Squaretail are gonna do, but anyways, there's a bunch of nice campsites here. But I want to get the next climb out of the way. I don't want to stop here, it's still kind of early, but really nice campsites. Some more over there too. Anywho, doing pretty good, just taking it slow, and that's about it. Don't really have anything else to say. I'll check in probably when I get done with the next climb before we get to the campsite. So almost at the top of Roan Mountain, and you can see that trail maintainers had to do a lot of cutting and clearing here. The trail has been clear so far, but there have been, or has been, a lot of debris and cut down tree pieces on either side of the trail. Just wanted to give you a quick picture of what it was like. More of the same. Holy cow. Once again, I said this when I went through Irwin, imagining what this all must have looked like when the crews first laid eyes on it. I can't even begin to imagine. I'm just gonna walk for a little bit. See if I can get up around this corner. Gosh. This is the worst I've seen it so far on the climb up. Holy cow. All right, I gotta put my hand down. We're almost at the top of Roan Mountain, and this is pretty impressive here too. The destruction just has forever changed this part of the trail and what it looks like. Really kind of strikes a chord in me. I find it to be very sad. But the trail will go on, no doubt. All right, I see a marker up there. Holy cow. All right, check back in later. So I just wanted to walk up here. This is a 1/10 of a mile off trail to the Roan High Knob shelter. It is currently closed for repairs. I guess it's got some structural deficiencies that they are trying to fix. But anyways, it looks kind of neat. I'm going to take a peek inside, but I'm not sure I should go under there. I guess it's okay. It is the highest, oh yeah, definitely under repair. I think I mentioned the highest shelter on the AT. So that's kind of neat. And it was pretty steep getting up here. Anyway, just to have a quick peek, Roan High Knob shelter. So I don't know the story behind these footings, I guess you call them. There must have been a house, and that looks like a set of stairs over there. Interesting. And this is right in front of where the High Knob shelter is, down there. So be interesting to find out. So I'm just a couple tents out from Carver's Gap. I'm a little concerned because Foursquare's texted me and said that they did not find camping at Carver's Gap. According to comments on Far Out, which is the app we use to navigate, there was camping there. So I'm not sure what the story is. I'm about to find out. I'll have to investigate when I get there. Not sure what I'll do if I can't find it either. Anyhow, fingers crossed.